Yo, what's up, y'all? So, I know everybody probably like, damn, dude ain't did 1 or 2 weeks, man. For everybody who don't know, I just got married, so, I was doing that. I took a week off for that, and then week 4, so I took off week 3 for the wedding, and week 4, I was busy as shit when I got back. Like, they worked the fuck out me. I guess just because I took a whole week off, I don't know. And then, I didn't do a week 5 because, you know, September was that extra week month because I don't know, man. I was tired. I was busy. So I'm going to just kind of cram it all into to this video. So week 3, I still got paid because week 1 and 2, they missed some bread that they owed me for my rotainer pay. You get paid rotainer pay. And then I was supposed to get, I forget what they call it. It's like hassle pay or something, like when the warehouse do some fucked up shit to the truck and you got a bunch of extra shit you got to do to get through the order. Then you take pictures, send it to the email address, you get paid for that. And now I missed my guaranteed pay they owed me for the first 2 weeks. So they put all that together on one check and got me a little check for the week I was off. So that was cool. But yeah, so week 4 was wild, man. I was hit with a bunch of bullshit. So what happens is, like, the warehouse guys, they pretty much load these trucks however they want to, far as like how heavy they make the rotainers. Then they build them top heavy, which is stupid because the motherfuckers always tend to want to tip over on you, especially because a lot of the DG stores are on like angles, or you gotta push the fucking rotainer up some type of incline ramp or something. So that shit be fucking retarded. And then they always load the totes and the toppers to the fucking max, you know what I'm saying? That shit just make everything extra as well. And but for the last 2 weeks I did do good. Instead of being able to get done 3 routes at a time, I was able to do 4 at a time. So that week 5 check was nice, and then the check for this coming week should be nice, since, you know what I'm saying, I did 4 routes. Now as far as miles, the miles is what really gets you the bread, because if you get good miles on top of getting 4 loads in, then you in there. But see, they've been shaky with my miles. Like, I want to say my first 3 weeks I ain't really get more than 250 tops. Then, like, towards the end of week 3, which is what would have been week 4, if you follow me, I started to get 300. Then the end of last week, I had a 450 mile run. Then they snatched the joint. I come out the shower, come out Love's, they snatched the joint, hit me with some bullshit. Yeah, we got a priority run. We need you to turn and burn all this cool shit. Do them a favor. And I'm like, well, if it's good mileage, what is it? Because the last one was 450. They like 300. I'm like, that ain't good. I'm like, y'all just started giving me 3. I'm like, where the miles at? Why you take the 450 from me? Oh, because we need you to do this. The other driver ain't got no drive time. What the fuck that got to do with me? You basically taking money from me. So honestly, I'm at the point now, I'm like, once my minimum is up, and then I have the 90 days experience that most companies take you with like 3 months to 6 months for local jobs in Philly. Once I find me one, I already got 2 lined up. I just got to get to the 27th for this month, October. But I'm really considering just bouncing, because if it's not an issue with the DG trailers itself, then it's an issue with how the load is loaded. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes it's all 3. It's the trailer, the load, and then you don't even get good miles. You know what I'm saying? And they try to stop you to death. 4 stops, 5 stops, 3 stops, but they all big ass stops. You know what I'm saying? Where you taking off 16, 20 some rotainers. I had one joint, I got 2 stops, 30 rotainers, both stops, and like 8, 9 U-boats I had to build a piece. Like, it was a burnout. All that work for nothing. Like, I really ain't make nothing off that run. That one run alone was maybe $200 tops, if I'm not mistaken. Like, all that hard work I had to do for that. Like, is you kidding me? I got my CDL to make some bread. I ain't get it to be a slave. Like, I get in your first year, you don't really make money, but I took this route because they said this route is one of them ones you can make 90 to 100 something grand in your first year. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they was advertising. The recruiter, all of them, even Werner himself was advertising that. So to get there and then realize, like, they basically finessing, they just bullshitting you. They'll say you a dream. These companies will say you a dream, man, just to get you to sign on to a route or to the company itself. And then once they got you, it's fuck you. You either gonna deal with it or you not. You know what I'm saying? It's 1,000,001 people waiting for their shot, and they'll replace you that quick. So I'm at the point now, like, all right, well, I'm work smarter, not harder. I'm gonna make it work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not bending over backwards for these guys when they really don't care. You know what I mean? So that's just where I'm at. Like, these companies, man, they shady. Like, you gotta really do your research and even try to find people that you like. If you see other drivers working for a company you want to work for, shit, don't be all prideful and shit. Go ask them questions you really want to know, because even a lot of these YouTube people, man, they ain't really giving out the real sauce either. That's why I created my whole little page I'm gonna give you the raw. Like, that's why you gonna see my shit not set up like everybody with them fucking corny ass intro stories and all that. Nothing against nobody in their channels, but I'm not making this to try to be a YouTube trucker and all that shit. I'm making this to give you the real. You feel me? Like, as I learn, you gonna learn, and I'm gonna give you that raw, uncut, no filter. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this shit is bullshit, especially when you new in the trucking. They gonna try to finesse you as much as they can. So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta play the game, but at the same time, you gotta make that shit work for yourself, man. Don't let these motherfuckers overwork you and underpay you. You know what I'm saying? Know your worth. Like, yeah, get your little experience you gonna need. If you could thug it out for them 6 months, a year, that's what you really want to go for. Because a lot of, from what I'm seeing on Indeed and other places, like, a lot of companies really want you to have that 6 months to a year. But you could luck up if you got 90 days. You feel me? And that's what I'm doing. I lucked up and found a couple companies willing to take me. They just, like, hit them back when my 90 days is up. So that's what I'm on. You feel me? This on the road shit, you gotta think it's not worth it. If you gonna be making the same money you can make out here being local, then the moment you could get local, go local. It ain't no point of being on the road if you ain't gotta be on the road. Get home to your family, or just to have a social life in general, a life of itself. Like, it ain't much you could do as a trucker on the road. When you shut down, you stuck wherever you at that truck stop. You feel me? Or that store. Like, in my case, I sleep a lot at the Dollar Generals. You feel me? So it's either I'm at if it's a Dollar General by itself parking lot, I'm in the DG parking lot by myself. It ain't shit around me. If it's in like a mall complex type joint, little mini strip mall, then it's like I'm parked up in the front, and then I gotta get up extra early and creep the truck around to the back before cars box me in. Then I can't get to the back to make the delivery. So it's like, you don't really get it ain't no real life, man, on the road. Like, a lot of people don't, that's the part they don't tell you either. Like, yeah, it's fun, it's new in the beginning, you know, you get to see places, different things, but like I said, you're not really seeing them for what they're worth. You can't really, when you at these certain cities and these certain states, you can't go see the attractions and all that shit unless you finna spend extra bread on an Uber to come get you from wherever you at, take you to go do what you want to do, and then spend some more bread to get back. It's like, it's a lot. That shit unnecessary. Like, I'm cool. The moment I could get local, I'm going local. You know what I'm saying? Now, my wife did invest in all the stuff I needed, so she went and got, like, my fridge, my air fryer, my microwave, all that, so I can eat regular instead of wasting money. And, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy she did that because I'm trying to get local, but it's like, at the same time, it ain't going to waste. You know what I'm saying? We'll find another use for it. You know what I mean? And then, like, once I get enough knowledge and experience, I'm gonna come back out on the road, yeah, but for myself, you feel me? Like my own LLC, my own company. That's the goal next. It's like I'm not about to be doing all this hard ass work, being out here on the road, missing time with my folks, and companies is paying me the bare minimum. Like y'all got the wrong one. I ain't even with that. I ain't nobody's fool, you feel me? If I wanted to slave for some bread, I could have stayed working in a warehouse or a fucking Amazon or some shit like that. Like you would think like the trucking would be a little less strenuous of a job because you're driving, but it's like, nah, that shit got a lot of shit with it. And then you realize, man, you see a lot of truckers on the road, you be thinking, oh, they know better, you know what I'm saying, because they professional drivers. You realize, the more you on the road, them niggas is dickheads. Like, a lot of these truck drivers, I don't know how the fuck they got their CDLs. Fucking dudes cannot drive. Point blank period. They be speeding, wilding out on the road, texting, all types of nut shit. Like, cut right in front of you, you barely got enough room to get in front of me. You all cutting in front of me. Like, they be doing the wildest shit. And when you at these truck stops, you realize a lot of truck drivers ignorant as shit. Like, I done been ready to go upside a couple dudes' heads already. It's like, man, I ain't got the patience for all that. You feel me? Because you got the right one. Like, I be done teed off on you at this truck stop. Like, don't even play yourself. You feel me? So it's like, for me, I'm just at the point I'm starting to realize and see a lot of stuff for what it is. And me personally, I'm about to just get myself back home as soon as possible. I'm getting local because I ain't cut out for the road. If the money ain't really right, it's not worth the stress for me. You feel me? Now, if the bag was a lot bigger, then it'd be like, all right, I wouldn't be sitting here, complaining right now, telling y'all it's bullshit and all that. But man, that Dollar General account is bullshit. And a lot of these other accounts gonna be bullshit too. You're gonna realize it. They're gonna be micromanaging your miles. They're gonna be trying to run and gun you for what is convenient for the company, not convenient for your pockets. You know what I'm saying? They don't give two shits about you and what your dreams and aspirations is. It don't work like that. You work for them. You gonna do what they tell you to do. Or there's the door. That's how that works. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna do what I gotta do in the meantime, but I'm doing my own thing because this ain't gonna work out much more for me. You know what I'm saying? It just ain't. But it is a lot of things I did realize with the DG account that makes things easier for me. And for a lot of you people that's gonna want to do it, just to see for yourself. So when you working with these rotators, best thing you want to do when you pushing it off the truck and even into the store, you want the netting, like the net side of the rotator, to be on your right side because you can control it better. When you turn it right or left, it's going to move on a dime. That's number one. And then number two is easier when it's on the lift gate for you to pop the locking plate down with your foot and just give it a good push and roll it off. Now, some you might got to put your back into it because, like I said, they build them Jones dumb heavy, but you know what I'm saying? It's easier that way. If you got the netting facing the right side, you can maneuver it a lot better. And then when you doing the unloading process, you want to say, fuck them toppers and them U-boats, building them U-boats with the totes and all that shit. Get all the rotators you can get off for that stop and then mess with them Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, as you yanking the rotators out and the boxes is falling and all that, just let them go ahead and stay there. Pull all the rotators off because you can do 3 at a time. So after you load every 3 on there and you drop that, take it in the store, when you come back up on the lift gate, put them boxes to the 2 sides of the trailer, get them out your way, build them up nice and neat if you have to, just so they're not crowding your foot space. You know what I'm saying? But run all the rotators for the stop you on off. Never mind if the store managers or whoever, the assistant managers, bitch, oh, we need the toppers, we need the totes so we can do. I don't work for you. We work for the same company. You're not finna tell me how to do my job. Do it this way because it's faster. You save more time than trying to, let me run these out, then let me build these U-boats for them. No, fuck them. They don't care about you just like nobody else. You do your job, let them do their job. It ain't up to you. So what if they gotta stay later to break that shit down? That's your job. You gotta break that shit down. Do your job. I'm doing mine. Mind your business. You know what I'm saying? So though I figured that out, and that really helps me. Like I be getting through the orders now. Like I be flying through them junk now. But because I do it that way, like I keep the netting on the right side so I can control the rotator better, and then I push all them toppers and all the totes to the sides of the trailer, and I run all the rotators off first, because that make more sense for me. You know what I'm saying? I notice I move a lot faster doing it that way. And another trick, like they say they want you what you deliver, you bring back. And listen, that shit sound good, but when you think about, oh, if I drop off 16 to 20 rotators and I'm putting them back on, you really just double the work you got to do, because you just took 15, 20 off, then you put 15, 20 back on, then you got to take them back off again. No, you howled your fucking mind. I'm not doing that. No, what I do is now I put about 6 to maybe 9 of them Jones on per stop, depending on if the manager on some weird shit and they trying to hover over you and see what you doing, how many you putting back on there. You getting a 6 to 9 minimum per stop. You feel me? And sometimes I might tell them exactly what I put on there, 6 or 9. Then sometimes I might finesse, nah, it's 15 of them, it's 12 of them, it's 20 of them. They don't care. Most times they don't even care. They'll write whatever number they feel like writing. It really don't matter. They just want you taking something. You feel me? So don't be like me in my first week where I'm every last rotator I take off, I put back on. That shit is bullshit. Don't do that. You want to wait till you get about to your second or your... No, really, you want to wait till you get to your last stop. 'Cause 9 times out of 10, they going to have the rotators for you to fill the truck up. And another trick I learned, and a guy that work at Dollar General, truck driver, told me this. You don't have to put, because it's 4 to a row when it's loaded. But when you reload the empties, you only got to put 3. I was doing 4 at a time, like how it is when you unload it. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to do that. You only got to put 3 per row of empty rotators when you refilling this truck. So you do it that way. And if you do it that way, you get about 30 to maybe 32 on there or something like that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I can't really remember right now. But yeah, you do it like that. And then when you return it, they're going to ask you, is it full or not? You say it's full, because it is. It might not be 50-something Jones, but who got time to be doing all that? And you got all this hard work you got to do. So I ain't trying to hear that. You feel me? It is what it is. But yeah, so that's really everything to, sum up my last few weeks. You know what I'm saying? And just another thing, far as driving wise, what I noticed, like if you on the road and there's 3 lanes or more, you want to kind of be in that lane right next to the left lane. You feel me? So if it's 3 lanes, you want to be in the middle lane. If it's 4 lanes, you still want to be right next to the left lane. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be a lot of merging going on that right side of you, and that's going to slow you down a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you run into a lot of hazards right there, like with the merging on and off, or people being dickheads trying to cut each other off and all of that zigzagging. Like if you in that middle lane, or if you in that second to the left lane, you could really just coast and do your thing, and you'll see a lot of the bullshit better before it even happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what you want to do, and just always making sure you checking the mirrors when you making them turns, because these turns be crazy out here, especially like when you on the Dollar General account. Turns be tight as hell, parking lots be tight as hell. They send you in a lot of weird ass spots. You know what I'm saying? Like it might even be best to invest in your own GPS, because from what I heard, they give you better routes than the tablet GPS that they give you for Werner. That tablet GPS send you in a lot of dumbass spots that be crazy. You be like, it can't be no truck route, but I guess it is. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't be no signs, so it's just like you just gotta pay attention, take your time, know what you're doing. But yeah, but what I will say though, overall, I can't really have much bad to say about Werner, because technically I don't work for Werner. Like I work for Werner, that's who cut my checks, that's who I'm hired to, but I work for Dollar General for real. You know what I'm saying? That's what I noticed. It's not like, oh, I can't, like I'm not saying all this and say Werner is so fucked up. Werner got his shit with him too, Don't get me wrong, because when I was doing training, they had a lot of weird shit going on. But most of my issues is with the Dollar General, how they shit work. You know what I'm saying? Their rules, how they regulate, how they want their trucks delivered and all that. The shit is just backwards. You know what I mean? Stupid as fuck. You got a lot of redundant shit about it. You know what I mean? And from what I'm told, it's been like that for years, and they don't want to change it, and they not going to change it. So, like, I'm really just burnt out with Dollar General. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you make your decision how you want, you know, enter at your own risk. All right, and I'm signing off, y'all.